not being there in my life made me want to be in my kids' life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You are.
My father was there. My father had got custody of me when I was about 6, 7 years old. So I lived with my father until I was like 17, 18. Like our relation was kind of weird. Like it wasn't as a fatherly bond as most get, and I felt that, but I still love him because he still was there and he still took the steps to get me and stuff like that. I just kind of felt like my father wasn't really ready because I'm one of his only kids. Like, he wasn't really ready to have that fatherly relationship. But we grown over the years and we pointed that out. But it still made me want to do more for my son. It made me want to be involved in sports because I was in sports. My grandma kind of got me in sports when I was growing up. My dad kind of was there because he wasn't into that. So it made me like I want to have a relationship with my son like that. It's a crazy relationship. I want him to call me on anything. I want him to, you come on my dad, or come on, we first got into sports, I was his coach for football. So I'm not playing. Like I want to be involved in everything you in. Like so, me and my dad relationship, like I said, it wasn't that, but it helped me want to be more than my son. Like so, I ain't knocking him or anything. I felt like it was a lesson, and sometimes we gotta learn lessons and from people, our families, or our mothers and fathers, to help us go on. Like my son did learn a lesson. My dad was always there, so I should always be there for my kids. You feel me? So I want him to learn that lesson. But
Plus, by me missing them first 7 years, you know what I mean? I felt like I had an obligation, like I couldn't get out here and jump back in the game and risk another 7, 8 years. You know what I mean? I'd be to miss his whole life. You know what I mean? That was my thought process coming out. Like I gotta live for this guy. Like. And I ain't had that thought process leaving. Like I left when I was 20, came back when I was 28. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so we gonna figure this out together.
I got a question that may be hard because it's hard for me.
This was a good one too, especially with them talking about their fathers.
That's
shoot this real quick.
Go
It's like it'd be good for people that's listening to if they got it, whatever the situation is, whether it's good or bad. If you could say anything to your father, what would it be?
I was gonna ask that question.
Well, that's on him.
I wasn't gonna ask that question. I was gonna ask any good memory, but I was gonna say if you don't got your father, how good can that memory? You know, that's a hard question.
But the thing is, just let them literally.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking about that the other day because, like, now me and my father ain't got no type of relationship. Father and daddy, we ain't got no type of relationship. But
we'll discover that word too. That's
right. But
2 words.
Like I was like. My grandfather died. I was probably like in the 3rd, 4th grade. That was my daddy's father. Now, that was the only ties I really had to that side. You know what I mean? But my father stayed with them. You know what I mean? Granddad used to come pick me up. You know what I mean? Spend the weekend with him. Pops might come. Walk past and say what's up. You know, he out of there. You know, there wasn't no. We ain't never went to the store together. You know what I mean? None of that. But fast forward until like I think I had my first son. He was probably like 5 at the time. You know, we just in the barbershop kicking it, you know what I mean? And they talking about, so they asked me, like, who your pops like? And I told them, like, nah, you lying. Like, man, he coming here dinner every week. Like, y'all just be missing each other. Like, I come on the same day type shit. And I've been going to the same motherfucker since 97. So they like, man, I'm like, we gonna call you when you come here. So they called me, like, he on his way. I come in there, like, and I think he was more or less embarrassed than anything, though. You know, we look dead on each other. I'm talking about we look dead on each other. I'm sitting in the chair when he come in. I'm sitting in the barber chair. He's sitting in the chair right by the door, just waiting to get in the chair. So I know he ain't peeped me, so I walk up to him. I'm like, what's up? He give me that one look like, I know you, but who the fuck is you?
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, I gave him my ID. I slide him my ID. He like, oh, man, how you been, man? Like, but I can tell he was embarrassed, though, you know what I mean? Right. So we stepped outside and talked for a hot second, though. You know, he wasn't talking about nothing. Like, I asked about my grandma and all that. He gave me his number, but I still never talked to him since then. This was probably like damn near 10 years ago, you know what I mean? And what's so crazy, I know motherfuckers who see him all the time, you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. That's what, shout out to my mom. She the best, you know what I mean?
How can you not be there for
I don't know what it
is. Some people, man, don't mentally grow up. They don't know how to be a father. Like, anybody can make a baby, like, you know what I mean? And you gotta be thankful for that nut, first of all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, thank you, like, cause you got a chance and an opportunity. But But everybody don't mentally develop to be able to raise their kids. Anybody can make a baby. Anybody can conceive a baby. That don't mean they right up here and they know how to be a parent. Like anybody can't be a parent. Like, you know what I mean? That's why all this. But like, if I had anything to say to my father, you know, I just want to say I love you. Like, you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like we say that enough. Like I hung out with Pops yesterday and my 18-year-old little brother. We went to see Pop. We all went out and kicked it. Like, you know what I mean? But like, shit, I love Pops and we wasn't the closest growing up, but like he there now and like he had me in my kids' life. You know what I mean?
Which is very important.
Yeah, and I'm proud of the person he is today. Like, you know what I mean? I'm proud of his development. And
I can't say none of that shit. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm on some real shit, and I ain't even the type. I ain't holding no grudge. It's like he just another man, though. You know what I mean? Like, if he died today, I probably wouldn't go to his funeral. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't got no relationship. I appreciate you making me.
Right.
But other than that, like,
he probably know how to be a father.
but hold on.
He was raising some other kids.
He got other kids. He been married twice. You know what I mean? He got a son that, well, he graduated some years ago. But yeah, his son had a son. He babysit the grandson. All that one shit.
You know what that made me feel like? It brings some emotion when it comes to it. You really get into it. But that Will Smith episode, I don't know if y'all seen it, when he said why he don't want me type thing. Like you saying, like you did all this with all these other kids.
Right.
What was it about me that they make him want me? Like you said, he ain't mentally grown, but he done took care of all these other responsibilities.
Exactly.
What happened with me? I'm still here.
I
I didn't say you.
and like
I
I said,
hold on.
know you the
Hold
sex
I
therapist,
just
but
went through it like
Yeah.
last night, right? I got an oldest, my son 19. I got two 19-year-olds. My oldest one, I came home from the joint. My one son, mama gave me full access. The other mama kept him away from me. Like they was both 7. Like she ain't let me see, bro, till he was 13. Like and when she moved to Columbus, then she finally extended the olive branch. Then she told me like she wanted to have another kid, like, cause I'm the only dude that ever got her pregnant. Like damn, I ain't even been seeing bro. Like you done kept me out of his life, like. And like now he 19, like last night he made a post like, shout out to my stepdaddy, happy Father's Day, cause he was always there. Unlike my whole ass sperm donor, like. And I'm like, whoa. And my first reaction, like, I want to go at him, like, wait a minute, bro. Like, hold on, who you talking to?
Right.
Like, I had to realize, like, you know what I mean? Like, he coming from a hurt place, like,
and sometimes they don't know the whole story.
And see,
Yeah,
they
don't know that
that's
whole
one
story.
thing
But
with
I
me
told him
too.
you need to talk to your mama.
that's what happened
And
to
then I
me.
told him, like, but I done reached out to him and like I want to talk to him and I want to have a discussion with him and I basically told him like bro, why would I be a heavy part of my other 3 life and not deal with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like you need to like come holler at me and we can get to the source. Like I'm willing to have a talk. My
Right.
door is always open for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
That was a part of it with me too. Like, so like as a kid, I'm like, well, cause it took an older person to bring it to my attention. You know what I mean? Like, well, what was him and your mama relationship like? And I don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, he's still a grown man. He know he got a child. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to deal with her to deal with me. You know what I mean?
I was
Wait a
saying
minute.
to my father,
I got a question
No,
from
you don't.
Facebook.
Hold on, go ahead. Let
I'm
him
an adult.
Hold on.
Hear me?
I'm an adult.
Yeah, but hold on, let me say this though. But the thing about that is, a lot of times you don't know the whole story,
Right.
but at the same time, just because somebody is taking care of these other kids, it still doesn't make him a grown man. Because no matter what's going on, you still got another one over here that are you making an effort to go
But you
get.
could have made that effort, but it's been blocked, like you said.
No, a lot of
She kept
times-
away
sometimes-
for
some-
years.
yeah.
That's
she
it.
was
But
married.
I know my
She was
mama wasn't
married.
on that.
Right.
Like
Then
I
she
say.
separated her husband.
So it wasn't no
moved to
excuse.
Right.
He still
Exactly.
should have been over there
Exactly.
doing that.
Right.
He 13. I came home. He was 7. Like first 6 months, I'm like, what? She came to my house the first week I got out, man. Like, you know what I mean? I've been in the same house since 2005. I ain't never been hard to find. She came the first week, never brought the boy. First 6 months spending me, like, you know what I mean? And she ain't show up for the DNA test, all that, like he got another dual last name. It's all kind of things, you know what I mean? But now I got these other 3 kids. I know, like, that's my boy, like, you know what I mean? Like, all my kids look like me, like.
so go ahead.
If I had something to say to my father, I would say that I'm sorry. You know what I mean, the reason why I say that is because, like I said, I only seen him a few times. But I remember my first memory of him is when I was about like, I know he got me a birthday card when I was 5 years old, but I didn't see him. I know he got me a card. And then when I was like 8, he brought my 2 little sisters over my house. You know what I mean? One of them at the time was 6, the other one was 4. You know what I mean? So I kicked it with them, and then after that, I ain't hollered for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, some chick I was going to use, I was a freshman. She was a senior. I knew my sister's names when I met her when I was young. And she came up to me, she was like, dang, she was like, this is a girl who look just like you, who live in Madisonville. And I'm like, for real? I'm like, what's her name? And she told me her name. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, I be seeing your dad all the time. 'Cause my dad was in their lives. You know what I mean? So she introduced me to them again. So at this time, I'm like 12, 13 years old. You know what I mean? I hollered at him for a little second or whatever. Hollered at my sisters. And then I ain't hollered at him again. Then when I was 16, my mom told me, she was like, he left you when you was a year old. She said she came home, all the furniture was gone, all the clothes was gone, like minks, like all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? So at that point, I had an attitude. Yeah, I'm like, fuck him. So at that time, I was 16. That's when he was trying to reach out to me. That's when he was trying to reach out to me. He was calling me Mass. Every time he called me, I'd be like, I'm busy. Yeah, and I was like, I'm busy, man. I'm busy. You know what I mean? So like after a minute, he like, damn, what the fuck? So he called me one day and he was like, damn, if you don't want to fuck with me, just say so. And I was like, I ain't trying to fuck with you. And then that was it. You know what I mean? And then he died when I was 20 and shit.
So is it like moms can put that seed,
Cause you don't
that
know
seed
mom
in your
raised
head?
him.
Yeah,
You don't know his side of the story,
Yeah,
right? He
right.
left that
But
But
story.
my mama
right.
never gave me, she ain't never down. She always say he was soft, but she ain't never say he was a piece of shit and all that type shit though. You know what I mean?
Well, keep rotating because I got a scenario that kind of works it all together.
Can I ask this question
Yeah.
from Facebook?
Yeah.
Since you threw me away talking.
No, I ain't want to mess up the momentum.
The
How
momentum.
can we reinforce how can we reinforce positive roles of fatherhood in the Black community? Do we hold classes or just talk to one another? We have to break the cycle of missing in action in the Black community.
Was that Felipe?
Now his name Maurice.
He like, I'm gonna text it to this show.
But I think that's a good question to get asked towards the end of the show.
So save that question. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna remember it. Y'all save it.
Oh, I got it.
What's one of y'all what I said to my dad?
Yeah.
I gotta say, I thank you for being there. Like, for, even though, like I said, our relationship is
So you the only one. You the only one.
Yeah, am I the only one?
We all used to tell your daddy was
I know
there.
what I say now. I know what I say.
Y'all had mamas though.
I know what I'm gonna say now.
Look, we like everybody hates Chris. Your daddy
Y'all
remember
remember the
too.
Simpsons episode? Y'all remember the Simpsons Christmas episode?
Which one?
When Bart was at the table like, dear God, we paying for all this food ourselves, so thanks for nothing. Yeah, one of them type shit. Yeah,
Everybody's Chris.
my mom did the job all by herself. Thanks for nothing, motherfucker. You heard it?
I'm definitely gonna give thanks to my pops, man. Even we had our differences and stuff like that, but because like now, even like my mama, he heavy on my son. He took my son to a LeBron game. I ain't even got to do that, so like he owned it, and I gotta give him thanks, man. I really do.
And
Like,
the memories kids gonna remember.
oh yeah.
So to answer your question, I do remember the question. How do we get more involvement with Black men in the
Hold on,
community?
we're gonna get to that.
That's inside of this?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
go
right.
ahead. Go.
So basically, to kind of sum up.
Hold on,
it's
I
fun-
ain't do mine. Did I have a memory?
No, what it was, the question was, what you
No,
said your
yeah,
father.
what I said. I don't even know because I don't know, dude. I know dude, but the first time I met him as an adult, when I was a kid, my mom took me up to Detroit. That's where I'm from. Shout out to Detroit. She took me up to Detroit, and my dad said that I could stay with him, but I had my sister. We both got him with my mom. He told me I could stay, but my sister couldn't stay. So at that point, my mom said I had to go back home. We had to go back to Cincinnati. So when we got older, I finally asked him, it was probably 2 years ago. I'm in a room up in Detroit. My grandma up there died, so we went up there. I'm in a room. He walk in the house. He don't know I'm there. I walk in the house, and he walked past me, and he looked at me, turned around, looked back twice. Didn't understand how much we looked like. That's how much we never seen each other. So he finally broke down why he didn't. He wasn't there for me because, like you said, as a man, he didn't understand how to do it. He didn't know how to raise a boy. He said he was 16, didn't understand. But I never got his side of the story. So to me, it was more of a respect for learning. But then again, as you said, after all these years, you still ain't called me. I got the same number, my phone number all over the internet. You still can't call. I done brought my sisters down here from Detroit, and I took care of them and all that type of stuff. But you still didn't reach out. So sometimes I don't know when that growing level ever hit. So to me, it's like I wouldn't even know what to say. Sometimes I guess mentally, some men just don't grow to be a father. I don't know if that counts as a way to say it. It just don't to understand. you
Some
have a
people
seed.
develop and stop.
You just don't as a father. So to me, I don't know what to say.
What if you come now? What if you come now and try to pick that up, pick the pieces up from that way? Would you accept them, or would you understand, or you know what I'm saying?
I could try to have the discussion, but because of like the resentment, is you done been. He called me my graduation, told me he gonna be there. You gotta think as a child, you like I ain't seen my dad all this time. You gonna be at my graduation? I'm looking for you.
Yeah.
You ain't there, nah. You done messed up too many things. But like y'all saying like in y'all kids' lives and whatnot, you say homie ain't there. Y'all saying the kids they in your lives is like okay, maybe you can try that, but then you may have that resentment. Also, I don't want you to mess up with my kids the way you did me. So I gotta hold that back and forth. So to me, that's what I would say is like something I just don't know what I would say. Cause I don't know where to take your angle, what you would do. I definitely don't want the same hurt. My grandpa, you brought this man back in our life, and grandpa did it again. So that's something that I have to think about also. It's great your kids going to LeBron games, but you call my son and say, I'm taking you down to see, you know what I'm saying, LeBron, and my son sitting there with his jersey on in the window like grandpa coming, he don't show up. Now I'm like, damn.
Now we got fight.
See now, and guess what? It's on me because I don't put that in there. So I don't know what I would say.
My situation is a very interesting situation. No, really. Like my father, dad, daddy, all that. That's my brother's now, biological. But that's what he is to me. That's my daddy. It's my father, all they blood. So ironically, biologically, I met him at the age of 40. Playing meeting, go chop it up. Everything, you know, whatever. Can't have too much emotion because you don't know him.
Right.
Can't be too bad, you don't know him. So with that said, it goes back to what he said. That goes on for like a month and a half. No show. But then I have to think, why would this guy act like that? So I really had to read him and understand it. And it goes with what you said. Like he does have other children. He does be there for them whenever you want to take it. But is his mental development on a full level to be a full-fledged father? Some men do just take care.
He's smarter than them little kids, but once they get like on the teenage levels, they probably gonna pass him, like, you know what I mean?
And figure out his mental itself. But also, you have to understand your father's mental. Some of our parents ain't got all their marbles. Some of them ain't wrapped too tight. Like him, you see him, he's smooth, he clean, head to toe sharp. But you would wonder, like I went to a friend when I seen that his sisters control his mental, his older sisters. So it could have been, nah, that ain't your son. You don't know what he was told. And he probably went for it, which most likely that's what it looked like. So, and I say that to say, and sometimes you got to have forgiveness in you to understand it's like a child that don't know no better. Just so happened, he got lucky and got moms, got a hold of moms.
Yeah.
And a lot of us probably don't want to accept that some of our fathers ain't got all they marbles. So my thing is, and don't necessarily be mad at them and hold it against them because they did give you birth, like he gave to me, to experience all the fun and good times with my kids. And he also did teach me what not to do. And my kids and my brother's father, which is once again my dad, that's my daddy, he taught me what to do.
I think that's one of the biggest things. Our dads
So
teach
what
us
I would
not
say
to.
to him and say to both these guys, happy Father's Day. Because the actions of both of you guys makes me a happy father.
He had to go all deep in his explanation.
He
had to drop some. He had to go Felipe Morris
It
on
ain't
us
even
and
about
stuff.
that. It's
He had
just
to pull
making
Felipe on us and
I'm
stuff.
for mine ain't getting that. You know?
No.
I ain't getting one.
But it's
he ain't
crazy
getting
because
one.
I have friends that grew up without fathers and they resented it. They hate them. Like, and they went all hard, but then they grew up and did not be the fathers. They be almost the father.
They don't know
And
how,
I'll be like,
'cause they don't know how.
And I'll be
It's
like,
backwards.
but
They ain't
still,
taught
and
how.
to me,
That's- I
it
think
came
that's a
no.
big
What it
thing.
came down to, and somebody had to tell me, some people just don't think like you,
Exactly.
and they don't know. Like that's a lesson. I would have took it as a lesson. Like I'm not gonna be like that. I hate that man. So when I have kids, I'm gonna be the opposite. But some people don't think like that. And I'm like, how? Like,
That's part of maturation. Everybody don't mature.
Y'all all saying the key word, and we overlook words so much. Biological, like that's your biological father. Meaning, some way, somehow, nature will bond you all. And it ties all into the question of how do you fix it. People having sex with people they're not attracted to. They having sex with people they want to sleep with.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we hate to say this about our mothers, but our moms could have been just a woman our pops wanted to knock off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he knocked her off raw. She tell him she pregnant. He ran.
Mm-hmm.
So now the key is when he runs, right? He's never there for the bonding process that, you know, whether it's spiritual and it's physical.
But that's still a weak man.
Since he break that
That's still a
biological
sign of a
bond,
weak
he
man,
doesn't
though.
have a biological attachment to his own child. So like if you died, he never developed a spiritual connection to where he would even feel it. Because in nature you sense things. So like your father should see you at the barbershop and sense that you his son.
Like I said, I'm quite sure he knew he was more or less embarrassed. 'Cause if you seen him, you gonna know that's my pops. Like all the years, you know what I'm saying? You can be in China and see this motherfucker. You gonna know, I'm just saying, you gonna know that, you gonna be like, damn.
doing here, but
Man, that got to be
But
Boogie
when you
Down.
break that bond, and we see young guys do it all the time. Oh, you know, I got such and such pregnant. They'll tell you who they got pregnant, but they'll tell you how much they ain't went and checked on her too. And they do that on purpose because if you around, you're gonna develop an attachment to that unborn child. You're gonna want to see that whole process all the way through.
So it's a way to
and you don't even
separate
have to
from
be educated to be there. You'll
separate from the
nature
responsibility.
would kick in, and you'll just be a father just
Now, look,
naturally.
my oldest boy, I done seen about 8, 9, 10 times in life, and he was living in Columbus. I went to Chipotle in February, and as far as I knew, he still lived in Columbus. So I see a dude, I'm behind him, a dude and a girl. I said, "Man, I look like my son." I'm like, "But he in Columbus," like, you know what I mean? So I go back to my phone. The line held up. They like, "You going around now." So I go around them, and now I'm in front of the dude. And I look again, like, look at his ears and that, man. I'm like, "Yo, here's what's up, man?" Like, I ain't even know, like, he moved to Cincinnati in December. Like, he been here, I seen him in February with Chipotle. Like, I seen him 8, 9 times. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But like what he was saying, back to what he was saying, like, that's why I feel like, for real, man or female, like, you gotta be more conscious who you laying down having babies with. And I ain't
Yes,
trying to
sir.
say, my situation ain't, where I ain't gonna say,
what's
I'm gonna use me and my wife, we got 3 kids together. Ain't got no kids outside each other, but it was planned though, you know what I mean? Like, we knew what we was doing. Now, she ain't the first motherfucker I done had sex with, but I knew, like, this is just a fuck with her. This is just a fuck, you know what I mean? I'm not finna go down that road to have this baby because he got to be a part of my life. Now, and anytime a motherfucker know they got a child out there, regardless of what the mama did, if you ain't making the effort to be in that child life, you a piece of shit. You know what I
Do
mean?
you think that if somebody had a good father in their life, that they're more likely to be like him too, though?
What you mean?
Like you were saying, like if somebody left a
role model.
Yeah, they had a role model. I mean, even if they did have a baby by a chick they don't really fuck with like that, or they gonna be in that child's life, or they gonna be like,
I
don't
didn't
fuck
have
with
a
her.
role model, and none of my kids was playing. You hear me? But all my kids be in my house, like, well, the 3, like, you know what I mean? Like, I keep my squad. Like I said, my boy been with me since he was 15. He'll be 20 this year. Just broke his leg. He back. My daughter's 6, and my son 2. And we always all together. Like, ain't no separate. Like, we's a squad. Like, you know what I mean? They all got different mamas. Like, and I got a biological connection with all of them, and I ain't messing with their mamas. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So if your son had a kid, one of your sons had a kid, he had it by some chick you don't really fuck with, is you gonna push him to be in that kid's life?
my son ain't got no choice but to be in his kid's life. That's all we accept around
Exactly,
here.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
You
So
can't come
that's-
around me not being in your kid's life.
Right,
Like,
that-
and I'm gonna
that's
be
my
cool
point.
with
I
that.
think that's something in our community
Yeah,
making
yeah.
that representation. Like, no, is it my son? If you ain't gonna be a man, and like you said, you gonna be a piece of shit, and you can't be around me because you
I'll
represent
be
who I
babysitting.
am.
And
Yeah.
keep- and keep
I want
going
to see
because
my
it's also
grandkid.
leads
I
to that
can't even
question.
see him.
Yes, but check this out.
That was my
I
point.
coach football, man. I coach football. I've been coaching for like the last 3 years, but I'm the president of my organization. Now, on the regular, on practice days, I pick up like 6, 7 kids every day. You know what I mean? I'm making sure they fees paid, and a few of them I know they daddy. You know what I mean? The shit just be sad though. You know what I mean?
Bro. When I coached Pee Wee, I had the 4, 5, and 6-year-old, and when I say it shocked me, like it really shocked me. How many moms be on that field at practice and stuff and no dads. And I'm like, damn, I became a coach like that. I wasn't even there to coach. I was just there to be with my son every day. Like, I'm gonna help out the coach, and I was just there so much. And there was just a couple of us. He was like, "You want to be a coach? Help be the coach to 4 or 5 years?" I'm like, "Well, shit, yeah, I'm here every day." But how ain't nobody here every day with these kids?
But
Like,
it ain't all the father's fault though.
No.
No. I ain't gonna put it
But
on.
I also to piggyback that, I say that all the time in the barbershop. When I see all these mothers coming in with the little boys getting their hair cut.
That's what I was gonna say too.
And my biggest thing is, because going to the barbershop with your father is like one of the top male bonding moments.
Yeah,
like
that's
why
why
almost like at the
love
pinnacle
too.
of going to get your hair cut with dad.
Not me.
Mama a piece of meat walking in there.
He straight up, you just said, man, I ain't did anything. Hold on. My daddy ain't
Mama
trying
a
to
piece
fight.
of meat in there.
And on some
None of that.
and on some BS being that I'm single, I kind of appreciate the dad's not coming. Cause some of y'all baby mamas, they make my day like, God damn. Oh, she is strapping. I be looking at these niggas all day. Like, this shit works.
I be seeing y'all give out cards like, yeah, with your son, yeah, come here, man.
What?
Like, you ain't
I
slick,
saw
nigga.
them, like coaches and barbers get mass pussy.
Man, listen.
Hey,
Coaches.
This is the guy at the barbershop I go to. He's I don't want to put it. A massive hugger.
I know that part. That's what about. Yeah.
They say, bring it in.
Yeah, like,
How was your day?
Like what?
I stayed on that football field.
But the football thing though, like I seen it because, like I said, like you were so involved with them kids. The moms, the kid go home and talk about Coach Chevy, Coach Book all day. The mom probably end up having like a feeling for him because she's single and the dad ain't there. Like, so they do attract to the coach, and you can't knock it because the kids said, my kids I coach, if I went anywhere or the mom would be, all I hear is Coach Chevy this, Coach Chevy that, because they don't have nobody in their life like that that's screaming at them, getting them and being loved.
I believe women are naturally attracted to strong, good men.
They treat their kids with.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
They also like who their kids like. So when they see their kid taking attachment to you,
Oh yeah.
it's gonna make the mother look at you.
Yeah, you know, the little boy asked me something that was baffling the other day. I go to my little people graduation party, so I'll show up, get to play with my son, this, that, and the third. And a random little boy asked me, he was like, do your son stay with you?
Hit you with that everybody hates
What?
Chris.
I mean, it was a body shot, like boom.
Like it ain't supposed to.
Right, I'm thinking all that,
That's
like, and then that overall is what made this little kid ask this question. What's going on in his life? So it clicked, like, damn, he must not got a father there that lived with him, and that's something that he really wish he had. So it's amazing what goes on in these kids' heads.
Or what they
or
know
he ain't
is-
used to seeing a father
Interact.
with the father and
Yeah.
the mama.
Yeah.
Like I say, man, I'm talking about it ain't never a day that I don't got at least 2 or 3 kids. Kyle, can I come spend the night? I get
Yeah.
look, they keep hitting me up right now.
Yeah.
I love it though. You know what I mean? I love it.
And I believe it's vice versa too. If, like, you know, kids, if a mother ain't there or if a mother ain't that active or doing a good enough job, that they would attract to another female that has those great motherly qualities.
Right.
See, with my daughter, I do all the doctor's appointments and all that stuff. Like, I don't even mind because I missed it all. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, man,
Exactly.
And that should be important to them too.
What? Do it.
It's all about creating memories, man. That's what it's all about. So
Yeah.
kids, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Good memories.
Can we say fuck child support? Can I say that out loud?
You know, you got a lot of people that couldn't wait for you to be on the
Can I-
show
can I
because
say-
of how
can I-
you
can
feel
I-
about this little punk
I
ass
was like
child
this over
support
there,
you got to pay.
Can I
Fuck
say
child
fuck child support?
Child support is
Flat out.
AKA Pimp CS.
Well, did Hamilton County Job and Service get a Father's Day card today?
I was
Fuck
just gonna
child
say
support. Fuck child support,
Child
man.
support.
Listen, flat
Child
out.
support is a
And that
joke.
ain't, I'm not even saying on my situation. I feel like on every situation, even if a dad wasn't there or not gonna be there, like, because it's
the shit they take your motherfucker.
it's-
Like
it's-
I ain't never been through it, but
it destroys the
It
destroys the
destroys
men. It
the-
destroys the men. It destroys the family like that.
destroys
People don't
the
understand
family.
that
the
because
whole
of
never
relationship.
understand
The
why
whole-
would you take a man license? It's way back and forth
Right.
to work. Cause
Right.
it's some fucking child
I
support.
can't go to Greece.
Now I
Yeah,
go-
can't get a
And my
passport.
son with me right now. My friends watching him. He with me all summer. I can't go to Greece. I want to go out of the country. I can't.
Because
I'm
you own child support?
I own child support. Like what?
Because
I can't
under-
drive. My
under-
license
and
was
understand
there, but
what-
it's good now. But I can't get my license because I'm on child. Like is y'all
And
serious?
hold on,
But
hold on,
getting child support some kind of respect and
I'm
sense
not.
for.
I'm not.
When I
I'm
say
not.
that,
I'm not.
let's say for a father who's
not.
not all the way in the
A
child
mediator.
support.
I'm
I'm saying
mediator.
all the way
I'm
down in
not.
the
It
child
don't have to be
support.
child support to have a
You
mediator.
get
Right.
you getting money, some kind of money to help take care of that child. I would agree to that.
And
I don't
they
agree to
getting
the
some of that
penalties.
money too.
Huh?
They getting
They get
some.
some, yeah, they have to go through that. That's
They
what they want to do.
Right,
But I'm
that's their job.
saying somehow making it enforced.
My-
I feel like being forced to spend time will be way more important than money.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
Sure.
Like if you gotta do,
If you don't come,
got,
if you your community service,
like
your
community
son,
service
you going
is
to
your
jail.
son. That's
I mean,
what, yeah.
Oh.
naturally, if you got your kid with you, like, if they looking bad, you gonna take care of
You
them
gonna-
anyway.
yeah, but-
you're not finna have a
But the thing
seat.
is, though, man, you
with
got
you.
you got electric, you got food, you got, you know what I mean, all that stuff like that kid is using is at the home.
But should I pay it? And I've been my son like, should I help pay your
Shit
electric
the
bill?
fucked her. Damn, what was that?
Should I
Damn,
help?
that was
Should I help pay her bills and I got my bills too and I take care of my son? Should I help pay bills you was gonna have regardless if you had a son or not?
If your
Should I
son-
help
if
pay
your
that?
I
son
feel
is
like-
with you,
I-
I don't agree to pay with
I
your-
feel like
pay-
this.
you
Now,
don't have to pay
now this the
back.
only
I'm
way.
saying.
This the only way I would ever agree on child support. This is the only way. And they got food stamp cards where they can regulate what they buy with the card. If they make a card, which I might patent this right, might be patenting right now. If they make a card to where the money that goes to it goes towards the child and goes to fees, all that stuff like that, I can go with. I
But
still
you don't know
want
what
it,
that money
but I
being
can go with
used
it.
for.
I can go- But I'm not gonna pay for your nails, for your Louis
But
Vuitton,
wait a
for
minute,
your
it
Whitney,
shouldn't matter
for
what
your-
that card is
for,
being used
kickbacks.
for.
But-
I might be
but-
buying
I'm
everything
not gonna
with
pay
my
for none of
account,
that.
and I
You
might
can't
use your
predetermine
card
what
to
she
go
gonna
get
spend
my
on.
hair
You
done.
can't
Now you
what?
gonna
She
tell
might
me
have
I
took money
can't
out of
use
her
that card for
personal that
that.
she wanted to spend on herself,
And
but
pay all
because
that
you ain't
stuff.
come through when she felt like you should have
She had
came
to cover
through,
that.
she had to take her money. out of there.
Exactly.
So she-
Hey, now this Father's Day.
Y'all need to shoot that on Mother's Day. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You got me busted.
Regardless. Say this
And
my
that's what I'm
thing
saying.
on
Your
it. Say-
child gonna have to get what he needs regardless.
Say my on another thing too. We don't have us as men do not have a decision at the beginning of that stage. A woman can go. A woman can go get an abortion. She can pop a pill.
got
and all
two
that. We
orders.
can't make her go get an abortion. We can't make her pop a pill. So in the
But you
beginning,
make yourself not fucking.
There it is.
See, hold on. Beginning of the day, you
Trying to get some
Yeah,
brown on
yeah, I'm saying,
I understand,
don't go
but we
there
still
now
don't have a
for the
choice.
situation
We don't
because
have a choice. So
These
how
are
can we
God's
on the choice
blessings.
that I gotta pay
Them
you
babies
now?
was meant to
We
be
don't
here,
have a
so we ain't
choice.
gonna go to that.
We have a
They
choice.
are
That's
gonna
enough.
see
We
it.
have a choice to have
You
sex.
know
We
what?
won't.
The
We
pro-
won't even on
the
that.
problem
But
with
to have
child
another
support
baby.
is-
But did y'all have a discussion before y'all had sex? Period. Most people don't have that discussion. You just having sex and deal with the situation after.
You can have a
Be proactive, not reactive.
We can
How
have,
about
we can have a
that?
personally talking female that I ain't gonna do. I was told I would never get put on child support. I don't want to go through all that.
lied to your ass, nigga.
We done had a discussion plenty of times.
But guess
When
what?
she felt like she got
She got
unfair,
mad.
when she felt like when she got mad, not because I want to take her, when she got mad, she went right down to the 800 Broadway and said, "You know what?
Which y'all
Put that
married.
nigga-" Nah, we weren't
Okay,
married.
then.
But that, we
Listen,
get divorced too, though. That don't mean
Yeah,
nothing.
but I'm just
The
saying,
problem
right,
with
you
child
gotta
support
understand
is
the bitterness and the
they don't
backlash.
care
that
Oh,
comes
yeah,
with
yeah,
it, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I was
child
with a
father
chick at the time, so it might be-
relationship.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time.
Yeah.
One at a time. Go ahead.
Child support don't care about the parent-child
Nah.
relationship.
At all.
They don't care.
They don't investigate how the mother is spending this money or nothing. They just give me this money. Fuck you. Like you hear me? Like,
And you
that's
guilty.
the problem. Like, and I got 2 child support orders. Like, I've been paying for. I drop a dime on my baby mama. I've been paying on him since I was 15. I've been paying on him, and he been living with me since he was
Drop a
15.
dime on him.
19, I'm still playing back pay. We ain't seen the child support card now one time. Like, not even go get some groceries or nothing. Like, you hear me? Like, so I'm dropping a dime on your baby mama. And my other baby mama got mad after I went and got the DNA test. 2 months, and she got mad because people was telling her I wasn't gonna be a good daddy, this and that, and filed child support. And I've been on child support. My daughter's 6. I keep her every week for her whole life, every other week, and I pay child support.
So, hold on.
Okay, my husband do that too.
Hold on.
I told you
What that mean?
I think
What's
it's-
that
personally, I think
I
it's
should
like,
you should pay
if
for
you
her
gonna
house,
be
I
that
pay for mine. We got shit.
But my husband do that too.
Yeah, now in that situation, yeah.
Have-
Now with my
I should be on the
situation,
table, and
I'm currently
I'm being only charged.
I currently own a business, and with getting that together, and I gotta with the child support, you're guilty until proven innocent. So I gotta get
That's
this
what
together to
everything does.
prove that I'm doing stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, like how she can just go down there and drop a dime, and now I gotta prove that I take care of my. And if I say I bought my son this or pay this fees, them is gifts.
That's
Them is gifts. They don't
Yeah.
care. That guy told me. Them is
Like,
gifts.
go
But
get
what I'm,
one
but
time,
I understand that, but it's like. That's not fair. And I grant, like I said, I even feel with people who mothers who dads ain't genuinely been in it at all. Like that's fucked up. But my thing with females is like, at any point, if not even he's not gonna be in this kid's life, anything can happen to this man. So why not think ahead and have things where you can be able to take care of this child without your dad? Because he can get killed, he can go to jail, anything can happen. So you gotta automatically. But females don't do that. They want to rely that this guy got to do this.
Most women don't get child support.
Right.
The order is there, but they don't get
But
child
if he died,
support.
what's gonna happen?
I have
But
a
then,
16-year-old
if he's a
who's
man,
had a
he gotta
child support
let
order
the
since
order and set
birth
up
because
for
he
his child
chose
when he do
to.
that.
Have I got
He
$1
put himself
in
on-
16 years? No. He put himself on child support.
Oh, he crazy.
He ain't paid child support in 16 years.
Nah, he
Hey.
might
But then I
feel like
also
she
have-
might go down that one day, so
I
I'm
don't-
gonna be current in case she do.
You know what the
I'm
problem
not
is?
even mad about
Hold on, hold on.
Don't have them people
I
in
learn
my
how to
pocket.
navigate.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Like them people in my pocket. I don't
The problem,
You gotta learn how to navigate.
the problem
man.
is
I
people
just want to go to Greece.
people have a problem with accepting the responsibility of
The
their actions.
choices you make.
Exactly.
And I say that to say nobody should be whining and complaining because we all chose these people that we slept with.
Right.
Hold on, and I say that to say, at the end of the day, take care of your responsibility. Now, if your other partner don't want to chime in and help with that responsibility,
So
that's
be it.
still your
So be it.
responsibility. And I say that to say because the women run down to child support to escape their responsibility, and the men sit and complain about it, not accept the responsibility of
Right.
you chose to sleep with this woman. And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. You should have known the nigga wasn't shit, or you should have known the bitch wasn't shit.
I was
That
about to
bitch-
say,
Hold on,
That's
hold
how
on.
it is in
Hold on,
most
take that back.
I
I
didn't
didn't talk
rape
about
her.
their name.
She chose to sleep with me too.
even
So
about
you
that
know.
kind of
Even
name
about
saying
choosing
name
to
shit,
sleep
it
with
is
the
what it
women.
is.
Cause
He said they said, he meant that a bitch.
Situation.
I mean, because that's the term you want to use when you upset
Hey.
with your baby mama. You call her a bitch, and when she
Nah.
upset with you, there's
I
no
mean,
out there.
I
can't use
I
that
don't call
comment.
any women none
People
of that. I
come
call
to me
them
and be
all.
like, damn, man, you was 30-something years old, you throw parties, you been around all these chicks, you ain't got no kids. I said, I fucking use condoms all the time when people always married.
I ain't ready.
And then a lot of us
That's what I'm
didn't,
saying.
and now we done got ourselves in a
You
situation,
can't use
and we
that cop
upset.
out there. You chose to sleep with that person because like people don't change.
Yeah, they
and
do.
situations change.
Yeah.
They do, but you got
Postpartum.
They-
Postpartum
they don't
change
change.
women like. You know what I mean? They can
Yeah,
have a
you
baby
do, but you
and
gotta
mentally
give
change.
yourself time to
Black
figure
people don't
to
wanna
see
believe
what
in
you
mental-
getting into though.
Give it time when you meet these
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
to see what they.
You know, like-
You know what?
Can we start dating
You know, we all
again?
know
No.
you see a motherfucker, you get the number, you go out. Your main objectives is to fuck.
Yeah, hold on. Not only that,
Nah, mine is to see how we can build.
You a damn lie.
You know what's so cold about
Build
that statement
something.
you just said?
A foundation.
Because that is our first thing. We thinking, how fast can I knock her off
Yeah.
instead of how fast can I get to know her?
Right. I
Because
get to
really,
know
we
it.
trying to
If
knock
it's
her off
good
in a
enough,
week.
'cause we think if it's good enough, we gonna get to know her down the line. I'm gonna keep fucking with her. But if it ain't,
So
I'm
now
out of here.
so now
I
y'all
might have
say
made a
that
baby.
People don't
You know what
come
I
in
mean?
sheep's clothing, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you
they
can't-
do. They
like,
definitely
you
do.
can't be.
If you
Definitely
take
do.
if you spend enough time, you can peel that clothes off.
But once people get comfortable, they go into a whole different level. Sometimes.
Don't get comfortable. Get
Don't
the
get
norm.
tricked, nigga.
I'm saying.
I'm just saying, man. You got people
That's
like
no,
My
people-
mama done married a dude one time. He looked like he was a church going dude, this and that, this and that. As soon as they got married, he flipped. All the woman beater side came out.
How
This
did
is-
you feel about him though when he first came in the house?
I ain't never. I mean,
Spend
we
no
wasn't
time
the
with him,
closest,
no.
but we wasn't like.
But it
let
was
me-
probably something there that you
But
was
let me-
feeling about him.
But
though.
let me say this though, we all can put
He
on
put that shit-
we all can
he
put
was
on a
going to
character
church
for a
every-
few hours out of the day.
Church
You
people
cannot.
born.
We all can put on a character for a few hours out of the day. You cannot keep that character going for 24 hours. That's just like everybody when you get home, you start taking off your makeup and the guys you get to taking off all the tight ass shirt and too tight.
People used to put
And you start getting
Watch the Beijing off.
yeah, you start getting who you is. Now you want to sit on the couch and start slapping.
Guess what? I'm
That's
marked
what
every
they
day.
That's
Every
what-
day I'm
But I'm
marked.
saying, if you spend it,
If he never beat her ass before they got married, now you get married, now you showing all your jealous side. You've been hiding this shit. Now you want to try to
But
beat
you-
her ass.
but you
now
can- but you
gonna
can-
start doing back investigations, and now
but
you
you can- but
breaking
you can-
other women on.
but you
But
can-
see, that's the
hold on, hold on,
thing. Back
wait,
investigation's supposed to be
Hold on,
done.
Yeah,
no,
that's
because you
Everybody
can
does
see
a 90-day
jealousy in
probation
different
for
scenarios. It doesn't have to be he jealous only in a relation. A jealous person get jealous of a lot of things. A jealous person get jealous of another nigga with a nice car. Jealousy is jealousy. So you can see it in different. You can see it in different scenarios than
always
just
got
a
on clean
relationship.
shoes.
part.
That's why you gotta put everybody on
Thank
90 days probation.
Thank you.
Clean shoes.
You
Thank
gotta
you.
run through all kind of tests. Like we
Yeah.
gotta go seen out in public. And
Yeah.
I want to hear the
So,
backstories.
so
all
like,
that.
damn,
Yeah,
bro,
you
what
know
you
her,
doing,
like,
her,
yeah,
bro?
But you know,
You definitely check the whole facts.
but if you love her,
Check the
you
whole
gonna
fact.
let that go though. You gotta let that go.
It depends on what it is. Like, yo, we gotta figure out.
You gotta let that go.
No, you
done hit everybody in the hood.
I don't
But
love, I
but
don't
that's
love,
her
I don't
past.
love you in 90
That's
days.
her past.
I don't love you in 90 days.
Yes.
That's what 90 days probation. I don't love
Or
in
you
90
can
days.
love somebody's
Hold
character.
on. Oh, what's this?
You can
Trees
love
Bad
a
G?
false character.
Where who he's from?
People do
Oh.
have characters.
So,
You
wanna
can
shout out
love a person's false
our
character.
Father's Day gifts. Shout out to Trees by G.
Yeah, we's good guys, man.
Yeah, we got Trees by G. We got
Definitely.
Father's Day
Yeah, it's
gifts.
real
Yeah,
nice.
Shop Talk Live coming
Oh,
through.
y'all
One
the
of our
best. Y'all
sponsors.
the best. I appreciate
These
it.
are the Shop Talk girls. Dun, 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 dun.
So being, hold on. So being that we got these guys, getting gifts being celebrated, the question here is, what can we do in the black community to get more fathers celebrated? Good fathers.
The fathers got to be present first. Because I think the ones who are good fathers do get a little recognition, if it ain't a whole lot. You know what I mean?
But
They
I
make you
think,
feel good on Father's Day. I ain't gonna lie.
but I
feel
think,
like it's my birthday.
I think it is.
Shout out
like
to all
it is,
y'all.
right?
Like, thanks for the love.
like
Thanks for
the
the recognition.
Facebook posts and the texts, that's good enough
If
for
I
me.
don't be known
honestly.
for nothing else but a good father, like, you know what I mean? I can
That's
go
all
down
I
the
want to
history
be known
that,
as. You hear me? A great father.
I think what it is like what you said earlier. We done got so used to not being celebrated that them small things really just make it what it is.
Right.
But I think there is, because when it comes to our moms on Mother's Day, we want to give them the world. Like you said, the moms want to do that. So if we would have had a father who was doing the same kind of things in our life, maybe we would have wanted to give him the world. So when we do look at our kids like, hey, it's Father's Day, I want the world too. Cause,
Macaroni slippers ass.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. When you look at your son, you want him to give your wife, your girlfriend, that same thing you would do to your mom. So I think we should start putting a little more pressure on ourselves and say, no, it's Father's Day. I deserve to be treated this way because I do a good job. Not saying it has to be great, but it's just saying no. Acknowledge me a little bit more. Don't just say, give me a Facebook text or give me something like, no, I work hard all year to do what I'm just supposed to do. I don't mind having a home cooked meal today. Can I get it just say and not this is and not just a home cooked meal because I was gonna eat anyway. I mean, let me know I'm making your favorite meal because it's Father's Day. Not we was gonna cook anyway. You just eat it. No, I'm doing this on you. So more acknowledgement, and it don't have to be major, but I mean that's something I feel.
In case y'all didn't hear him, he said some more head.
That is,
I'm just in case y'all didn't hear him.
We can't be catered to on this thing.
Head is beautiful.
So I will say, if you out there, you got a good father, or your husband or a man is a good father, act like it.
Give him some head.
This whole panel just talking about head on Father's Day.
Man, there's men in here.
All
Men
good love,
like
God,
yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody.
We are that simple.
I ain't
We really
turning
are
it
that
down.
Yeah, you ain't seen nobody say, nah, I don't think I want
No,
that.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's
Talk
cool
to read
with
a
me.
book.
We are that simple though. We
Not just some head, some sloppy topics.
that'll fix arguments. That shut us up. I'm giving y'all secrets. I'm giving y'all extra time. That shut
That
us
shut the
up.
whole argument down.
I was mad at you. Oh, man.
Hold on, and also, and if you already give to him on a regular, do something new. Add something to it.
Call a friend.
Don't give him the regular
Tell a
joint.
friend or bring a friend. There you go.
Don't get in trouble.
Leave them ass, them thumbs away. Keep them thumbs away. Ain't talking about that different.
Oh, no, not that friend. I mean, thumbs up, not that kind
Not
of
no
friend.
friends. None of that.
Don't catch that flying elbow.
So since we laughing, I guess we try to end this on a funny note. Like, if you can remember, like, what is one of your funniest father moments?
This whole room got quiet down.
If you got, I mean, think about it for a second. Let you give for whatever you need to do. Say, ain't shit funny, huh?
I don't know, man.
Your
'cause
kid ain't
I
did nothing that was just hilarious.
I have
to
a
you.
lot of
You
good
talking
Oh,
about
you talking about our kids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. We all got jokes now. Look, the little
I knew
nigga
what
shitted
you
on my
were
shoes.
saying.
Oh, okay.
He done shitted on my
See,
shoes.
see, I thought he was
on
gonna
our
think that level.
Okay, my bad,
What y'all thought he was saying? I'm curious to know. What y'all
What was some funny moment that our father did?
Yeah, that we
we ain't got no father.
Yeah.
The only one got a father. He couldn't answer that.
He the only one Chris over here. He the only one.
The only one who got confused on that question.
I mean, see, with my son, man, he's a character, man. I know my son a character, man.
Like, I can't even
Dang.
pinpoint one, man.
I think the funniest thing was oh, okay. That's one of the funniest moments, man. When my son had a tablet a couple years back, and he was on YouTube, but he actually was looking up naked girls. They typed to him and his friend got
Been there,
naked
done that.
girls.
Had to
And
catch him, go through his history, see the video.
mom,
What
yeah, his mama busted up, and she told me, and like I said something to him about you can't be doing that, and he was like, but don't you want me to do that? I'm like, you can't be looking up that. When he walked away, I was like, yes, the nigga looking up girls. Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
See, this what I see. This what I told my son the same way. I told him that it's not time for you to look. Damn, my kid's right there. Hey, y'all want to be on TV? Oh, my son. Hey, never mind about my son. Y'all right there. Hey, never mind about my son.
Hold up.
Y'all can come in. Hey, this is
Hey,
my daughter.
ladies.
Hey, y'all bring my charger after the show over with.
Right.
This is the funniest moment. Ask for a charger before the
Yeah,
show starts.
right.
Right after it's over.
One of
But,
my
go
funniest
ahead.
moments was back in the day. Me and the boy, I called my son the boy. We was at Kings Island, and I had bought him a fresh pair of heels. He didn't know how to navigate them yet. And he fell on his face. He was okay though, but it was funny.
I got a moment. I guess this was kind of funny when my daughter, she started walking in about like 9 or 10 months or something like that. You know what I mean? And my schedule be like super hectic. I'll be having like a million things going on. So it was one day, cause she sleep in the bed with us. I can't get her out of the bed, but none of that. That's a whole other thing. But she was like 10 months old. I got home at about like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I had to be up at 6. So I was like, I want to get some uninterrupted sleep. You know what I mean? So I'm about to sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? So I'm on the couch. I'm knocked out. And you know how you can feel somebody like looking at you and shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I open my eyes. She's standing right there in my face. I'm like, what the hell? Like, she done got up out the bedroom and walked out the window, living room and shit, man. Like 4 o'clock in the morning. That was some funny shit after you know what I mean?
All right.
3 now.
So back to my son, right? I ain't tell him when I seen the porno. I seen it on the phone. He goes, I see cartoons, sex. What the heck? So I go through it. But I had to think about it before I said something to him. So I talked to him and I told him, son, you can't look at this now. Because he was looking at girls. So I'm happy the same way, but I didn't want to tell him it's wrong. Because then I started saying it's wrong, then he started thinking, well, I ain't supposed to look at girls. So I had to give it to him that you just ain't your age right now. This ain't for you now. Look at it when you get older, whatever, we'll talk about that later, but just now. Because I want to get him the right way, because you tell him you can't do this, and then he started looking some other stuff like, well, what am I supposed to look at? So I think that's keen on one of those teaching moments you talked about with the sexual stuff, pushing them in the right way. I don't know, some of y'all said it's boring to you, but I'm gonna make sure whatever it ain't coming out if it's boring to him. It ain't. But I love everybody. So, now no thumbs though. We can't do thumbs. So fist bump on this side. No. Look, Father's Day, no thumbs and elbows. Catch your elbows. And sloppy toppy head from the sex therapist.
Alternative things. Not just sex, you know, it's like, alternative ways.
Well, man, since we all pretty much talking about our sons, mine was a juggle, so I just it's 2 moments. I can't pick which one was the funniest, so I'm just make this brief with both of them. One of the moments, we going to Family Dollar. So as we going to Family Dollar, it's this chick coming out of Family Dollar. Now hold on, I take that back. We was in the barber shop. I'm sitting there cutting his hair. It's a chick in the barber shop. Man, she got a big old butt. So I'm sitting there cutting his hair, so I stopped, and she had got up to leave. So when she got the lead to go that way, I stopped cutting his hair and was getting something off the counter. And my dude over here that was in the shop, he pointed like, look at your son. So when I turned around, my son done spent and he watched it go all the way out the door like this. When I turned around and I looked, I'm like, oh, so I looked at my dude and I pointed, all I see was him. I'm like, hell yeah. But the other one time we in Clovis. So he like girls. He really knows. He talking about girls, just trying to figure out what all the girls like and how do you get the girls. Daddy, do you do this? What do you do that? Then he stopped and he thought. I guess he thought about it himself. And he was like, Daddy, do girls like short guys? So that was my funniest moments with this guy, man.
How old your son?
10.
10.
I remember my son was 8. We was leaving the Texas the Black Family Union one time. I was backing out, and I instantly see that ass walking past. Like, but he turned looking the whole time too. I'm like,
Man, my goddamn brain too clouded, man. I need to take a smoke break for like 6 months. I can't remember back then. but me and my wife was just talking earlier about our kids, man. They all funny as hell though, man. They always keep us laughing and shit.
And like they say, they are gifts.
14,
They are gifts
11,
of joy.
8.
They are gifts of joy.
They are, man.
And I ain't gonna lie, ain't nothing like when you got all your kids together at the same time,
Man, listen.
and you sit there and you just watch.
Sometimes you just look at them like, damn,
That's what you
came
do. You
for
just
me?
sit there and look.
Like, y'all this big? Like, so yeah, this was a great show. They done cut us off here, production team ready to go home. They ain't do this on Mother's Day though. They kept the show going on Mother's
Yes,
Day.
we
Let me
did.
tell you something funny about your son. Like, we at the barbershop and stuff like that. And his son, man, when I say, if he ain't ESPN, bruh, we are at the barbershop, we talking about sports and stuff. When I say his son hold a sports conversation like that nigga is one of the analysts himself, but I'm trying to argue with him. I'm like, well, Dad, let me shut. I gotta go study some more. No.
And you can't even embarrass you with the info.
Bro, yeah, I tried to up. I'm like, nah, Kobe, and he just bringing out stats. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, when they start hitting
My
stats.
one nigga, he be like, I ain't arguing with no grown man about the only motherfucker I can talk to about sports in the Bengals is your son. Like, I ain't arguing with no grown man about this shit. Like, only your son, man.
Bro, he know his
motherfucker, man.
facts.
He be on this
I be
shit.
like,
I remember
dang.
something like that in the barbershop too. Like he was owning it.
The crazy part is make you shut up quick. Like, hold on.
I did.
I'm gonna go back and forth.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go
Kind of out the way.
I just before we get out of here, it's been a great day. I want to thank y'all again for being on here.
Oh, yeah.
Shout
Thanks
out
for
to
having us, man.
No problem, man. Thanks to Hard to Knock for having us. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to Corey. Hey, Corey.
Show your face, man.
Anything you want to let the people know what you got going on, coming up, anything, come to the store, you know.
Oh, that was your box anyway.
Come show
I
your
thought the
outfit.
other dude was Corey.
Oh, I forgot, you back there with
And then
us.
shout out to our special guest, Mr. Felipe. Special guest, special guest
Yeah, the two
commentator.
You got the right hand and left hand man over there, you know.
And we want to say thanks to Treats by G for sponsoring with us.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
Thank
We got
you.
some good drinks in there. Got some
Appreciate
Ciroc
it.
in there for the guys.
That's love.
Hold it down for
Got
five.
some Ciroc for the sloppy head tonight. So.
It's going down.
That's the use
It's
down.
going
These
down.
liquor infused cupcakes too.
What, the cupcakes? No, she didn't know if y'all wanted them. She was like, they
I
might
appreciate it.
mess around and give them to the
liquor
kids.
infused.
Yeah, she was like, he mess around and give one to the kid and the kid be drunk.
So we want to say tonight, as always, don't get tricked, nigga.